Yep, I've been meaning to do this story right here. Boy, this story is so confusing, but we know what we know. Welcome back to BrainFlow TV. Welcome back to Hot Topics TV. You already know if the topic is hot, we are on it. Let me start this video out by saying this. This is why I don't really rock with most of the churches today, black churches, because those places are filled with like pimping and pandering, man. Those places, it's a lot of hypocrisy going on in there. Let's be blunt. A lot of shit showing going on in the black churches. Everybody trying to cover something up. Everybody trying to pretend that they are holier than thou art. It's just a mess behind the scenes most of the time. Now, this deadly shooting at Easter service stemmed from a love triangle was the headline for this story. Now, you got to hear the details of this story. It said that a man is dead and another man is behind bars after an argument started from a love triangle that turned violent near Dallas in a church on Easter Sunday. I mean, emotions were blazing that guns came out on Easter Sunday and men started shooting it out. Bow, bow, bow. It's my woman. Bow, bow. I love her more. Bow, bow. Listen, according to the Dallas Police Department, 30-year-old Joshua Andrews is now charged with murder in the shooting death of 31-year-old Denzel Branch. The fatal shooting happened on Sunday, March 31st, around 3:25 p.m. in the 2500 block of 56th Street. Dallas police said officers responded to the scene after getting reports of a shooting in the area. When the police arrived at the scene, they found Branch, who was suffering from a gunshot wound. Branch was rushed to the local hospital where he later died from his injuries. You gotta wait to hear the relations these two have to the church and how this became some love triangle. According to the arrest affidavit, a witness told the police that Andrews and the victim had attended Easter Sunday church at New Generation Church on 56th Street. Witnesses claim that both men had close ties to New Generation Church. One of them was the youth pastor, and another one was the pastor's son. They said that Branch served as a youth minister, and Andrews is the son of the lead pastor and founder of the New Generation Church, Eric J. Andrews. So he is a junior. His daddy founded this church and is the lead pastor of this church. And he over there fucking on the youth minister's wife. Abuse of power. Disrespect. The leaders of New Generation Church have not confirmed the ties, but they have now because this happened on March 31st and we are already at April 22nd. So there's been a lapse in time where more details have come out. The witnesses stated that they were in the pastor's office when they heard the pastor receiving a phone call. His phone is ringing. The pastor allegedly told the person on the phone when he answered the phone not to do something and gestured for the witness to go outside and handle that situation. Investigators said that Branch and Andrews both got into a verbal dispute that eventually became physical. You fucking my wife. That's what you doing, brother. And they started fighting. Yes, I'm fucking your wife. Matter of fact, we in love. And they started fighting, right? Witnesses told police that Branch allegedly punched Andrews in the face, and it prompted the other man to pull out a black pistol in the church and fired the black pistol in the church. I believe in my gun and my Bible. Yep. And God help those who helps themselves. And if I say a prayer and pray a verse and repeat a verse and a psalm and it don't work, then by all means, goddamn it, I'm shooting the shit out of you. Yep. And he in church with his gun on him. Now, as Branch got into a car and tried to drive away, Andrews allegedly followed him and shot him as he was leaving. See, this is where it gets hairy at, right? Investigators said that Branch and Andrews got into a verbal dispute that eventually became physical. Witnesses told the police that Branch threw the punches first, hitting Andrews in the face, bah, and it prompted Andrews to pull out his gun and start firing. As Branch got in the car and tried to leave, Andrews, the one who threw the punch first, followed him, pulled out his own gun, and shot him. Andrews then confessed to the police that he followed Branch and he continued to shoot him, stopping when he saw that Branch was laying out in the middle of the road. He shot him out of the car. He got in the car. He was trying to leave. He got shot while he was trying to leave. He followed the car and he kept shooting into the car. And he gave him enough shots. I guess brother started to panic, got out into the middle of the road. He must be saying, oh, I'm hit. I know I'm going to die. This feel like I'm going to die. This don't feel like no regular hit. This feel like it hit something serious. He got out of the car, stopped the car, got out, and he, according to his own words, the shooter's own words to the police, I followed him and I shot him and I kept on shooting, only stopping when he was laying in the middle of the road. Damn, this like some movies. All this time I'm asking, where is the female who is involved with all of this? You see this? You see what a little bit of putang could cause? You see I've seen this before. A lot of men are behind bars because of the power of that pussy. Andrews would later tell the police the argument stemmed from a love triangle because they asked him, what happened? How come y'all church brothers just started fighting on Easter Sunday at Easter Sunday service and guns came out? This got to be deeper than this. According to the affidavit, the arrest paperwork says that Andrews stated that he had been involved in an intimate relationship since May of 2023 with Branch's ex-wife, who divorced Branch around November of 2023. So he was in a relationship with her while she was married to Branch, because they did not become divorced until November 2023 is what he told the police. But he had been hitting it. He had been tapping that ass since May of 2023. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That is 9 months before she got a divorce. That church is located less than 2 blocks away from where witnesses saw Branch fall to the ground. Damn. They said that he was running on foot. He got out of the car. One anonymous caller said he got out of the car. He was running on foot. And then all of a sudden, we heard 2 more gunshots, which means homie drove him down, ran him down, and shot him down. Neighbors said that they later heard at least 6 more gunshots fired. So he got like a good 8-piece or more, right? I seen that guy. He was just laying there, on the ground, said one person. The people, they started yelling and screaming. The witnesses said that, one of the witnesses said that she lives in the area and she's been in that area for over 20 years. One of them was giving him CPR. Another person said. One neighbor agreed to speak to the news outlet anonymously. That neighbor said, this is terrifying. In this kind of neighborhood, we never see stuff like this. This is way too close to my home. Authorities said that Andrews fled the scene after the shooting. This is Pastor's son. He fled the scene after the shooting, and he later turned himself in at a Southeast Patrol Division. He was arrested, and he was booked into the Dallas County Jail. And according to news arrest reports, investigators were able to find the Andrews shot handgun and the vehicle. So they had the murder weapon and they had the vehicle. New Generation Church also released a statement to the public on Monday following the deadly incident. And this is what came from the church. The church said, "Our hearts are deeply saddened by the tragic incident that took place down the street from our church after our morning service on yesterday. I sincerely appreciate everyone's prayers and concerns, and we ask for your continued prayers for the families and our family as we navigate through these difficult times." Psalms 46 verse 1 states, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. In the days to come, we will trust in God's word. Continue to hope and look to God, who is the author and the finisher of our faith." First of all, here goes the friggin' hypocrisy, bro. Our hearts are deeply saddened by the tragic incident that took place down the street from our church. Let's see. The first punch was thrown by pastor's son, right? Pastor's son, let me see. The guy pulls out his gun, shoots. I don't know if he missed, but pastor's son pulls his gun out and shot him. Pastor's son instigated this at the church, in the church. Brother man is driving away from church grounds when he was shot on church grounds. He is followed and he is shot more times off church grounds. So this happened at the church. But whatever disingenuous soul wrote this, you notice how they tried to minimize the involvement of the church in all of this, right? Our hearts deeply saddened by the tragic incident that took place down the street from our church. Come on. Listen, man, like I said, I don't rock with many of these churches because it's a whole lot of hypocrisy going on in there, and it's a whole lot. And now you gotta have all the church people on this post in the comments section talking about how holy their church is. And I don't know, I can't speak for other churches, but I know my pastor and I know my church is this and is that. They all the same thing. They all the same thing. A bunch of charlatans pimping and pandering. That's my assessment. Right? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And I'm still asking though, where is the young lady who was involved in the middle of all of this, and what does she have to say? I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's BrainFLoTv / Hot Topics TV. Y'all already know, if the topic is hot, we're on it. I'm out. Peace.